What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another Tornado Tag ABJ Presents. This is our first ever watch along podcast. Let's get it going. If I could hit the button, I'm falling apart today. Hey, there we are. Myself, ABJ, and Lily in my brand new Outrunners t-shirt. If you want to know where I got that, unboxing will be dropping. We'll say tomorrow. I'll put it up for tomorrow, you guys. New unboxing video for All Elite Crate. We did that right before we went live. We're going to be doing a watch along. So this is going to be a little different. If you guys want to watch, we're not going to jump right in. We're going to talk a little bit before we start, set the tone, set the mood, set the atmosphere for things that are about to get spooky here tonight.
You should make the lights different colored.
You can change them. You want to go orange, you can. You want to make them orange and green. Want to go orange and green? Yeah, go orange and green. So we're gonna be watching Camp Leapfrog, things that go bump in the ring. We did a Camp Leapfrog episode before, which was the very first Camp Leapfrog. So if you guys haven't watched it, please go back and do so at a later time. Don't do it right now, or maybe go watch it and then watch our review and then come back and watch this later. So the link is below in the description for you to watch this. We're going to give you guys a quick rundown of a 3, 2, 1 hit play, and then you guys will be on pace with us and watching along. I'm doing the Roman Reigns thing. I just learned that. Not fully because he ties it. Yeah, but it's kind of thing. But we're going to be this is the second edition of Camp Leapfrog. So for some context here, Camp Leapfrog, this was filmed during the pandemic. As I started it, don't want to do that. Filmed during the pandemic at a time where there was some conflict, right? There was some things going on in the pro wrestling scenes. A lot of wrestlers didn't have a home, didn't know where to call themselves, where they were going to go, how they were going to do things. And Camp Leapfrog was essentially a place in Pennsylvania where a bunch of people under really, really strict rules and guidelines of COVID restrictions and things that were happening. This is a place where a lot of people got a lot of their reps and kept things active during a time where they needed it at Camp Leapfrog and High Tension Wrestling. So I'm very proud of what they did here. They did, I think, 13 total shows between shows and specials, which we will go through the whole library. So eventually we're going to go through all of these because I want Lily to experience them. Minus the first one, which we did a review of, but the rest of them are going to be watch alongs. We're going to be doing more of these watch alongs if people like them. They're going to be longer podcasts, but it will be us watching a wrestling show and reacting to it in that fashion. This is the first one we're going to try live because BP won't be able to join us today. So we're going to add this to our arsenal where that's going to be watching a show and going over it because I think these are a lot of fun. So we don't have any goals set for tonight. If you want to donate, super chat, all that, please let me know. If you're watching this on the audio source, a 5-star review goes a long way. If it's your first time hanging out with us here tonight, hit that subscribe button. But let's get this going with our very first thing, our first match. And we're going to start in a 5-second countdown. So when I say now, hit your play button. So we're going to go 3, 2, 1, now. Hope we're all synced up.
I don't know. I feel like
the IWTV.com logo is on screen. Huge thank you to these guys. So these first were aired on IWTV and then went to YouTube for free. So Think Wrestle at Think Wrestle. I'm not sure who they are. I'm going to be honest. I wasn't part of the Camp Leapfrog series at this point in time, but I was a fan. I was a fan of what they were doing. I just wasn't a part of the product. We're going to turn this up here.
I can't hear anything. I know I'm deaf, but like
I hope it's not too loud.
An even spookier story than
Killian McMurphy starting us off with a spooky story. Rhonda, Lunch Lady Rhonda, who won the Battle Royal in the first episode.
And this monster, he put many wrestlers away in the ground.
Kim Chi making an appearance. Casket matches
he
were
was
shoots.
the guy at the end of the first one, right?
Yes.
Okay.
He'd be having a bad match. He'd be going to take a shit. He'd even pop up right now.
Oh, he got him. They thought it was going to be violence again. They got a Ouija board. Miles Millennium. And Big Dust. He's got the haunted videotape.
From Mississippi.
Killian is using the haunted videotape.
Holy shit! Fuck this shit.
Rhonda does not like spooky stuff. She will run away real quick. And that's how we're going to start it off. Killian playing with some things he may not should be messing with. And we're back with the Camp Leapfrog theme song, written and produced by the maestro himself.
Dun, dun, dun.
So if I'm not mistaken, that is the shoot guy who does the Tales of the Crypt voice. I think they cameoed him to say that. Frightmare or Hollow Wicked. There it is. Fun fact. The intro is actually John from the Crypt Keeper voice for Tales of the Crypt. There it is. Pyro. We got special effects here in this episode too.
I love the ambiance.
Yeah.
Going on.
Hollow Wicked's amazing. Hollow Wicked's part of a very popular team. Him, Frightmare, and Ultramantis Black.
Killian is looking to terrify the other campers. I couldn't have counseled it better myself.
All right. Setting the tone.
Oh my gosh.
Oreo Speedwagon is going to be starting us off as trick-or-treating.
A Sailor Moon and Sailor Jupiter.
Yep.
Trick-or-treat! Daddy. Y'all are really gonna pull up to our house under the middle of a fucking pandemic? No, we don't have candy. Oh, you don't have candy? No, we don't have candy. This can only be settled by a wrestling match. Yeah, trick-or-treat. Here, go get the frog. Candy! Well, I'm not a trick-or-treat. Smell my beef batch. Oh, yes, sir.
Jetchagori and Devontae is the best. Thank you so much. Mom says food is ready. We'll come down in a little bit. Thank you. But so this is actually a cool thing. Devontae is going to be the opening match 2 times in a row on Camp Leapfrog.
I like how he just like popped in.
Main event in the top left corner there, a name that you're going to see a lot on the scene. There's a guy that just was recently on the podcast, Tony Cini, in his Italia hoodie on the side. Trajan Horn back there. I think that's Big Game Leroy in the corner, I think. I love looking around and seeing people that you may or may not know. But Jetchagori is going to be someone who you're going to fall in love with as you watch more of these Camp Leapfrog. Xavier Faraday is going to be changing a name here in a little bit. There's some, I don't want to get into it, but there's some stuff there. But Xavier Faraday is going to turn into Arthur Armada later. Arthur Armada. And Joe Dabrowski as Brother Love. And the commentary you're going to hear is the commentary of NXT Level Up. Blake Chadwick is going to be our commentator here. He goes by something else on NXT, but I always forget. I'm really sorry. But that's someone who's on TV, the voice you're hearing of commentary on Camp Leapfrog. I always thought that the other member of REO Speedwagon was Charles Mason because they look very similar. But yes, I do believe Charles is in the crowd here because there is a lot of House of Glory representation hanging out here at this show. I love the fun facts. Keep coming from High Tension Wrestling. Keep feeding them us, and we'll plug them away. So I don't know if he starts off this, but Jetchagori always starts his matches in the history of Camp Leapfrog with a running axe kick. So let's see if he starts off the match here with his running axe kick. Thank you so much, EW1, for the thing. If you guys want to still watch along We are at the 6-minute 42-second mark. If you want to jump in, the link is in the chat. Just let me know where you are and if you want to start with us, and you can watch along with us for Camp Leapfrog. It's free on YouTube. You can watch along and help High Tension hit those watch hours. So please tune in. Go to the YouTube link. Tell me when you need it, and I'll give you the marker when you can start, and you can start along with us. All right, let's see if Jet Jagori starts off. I don't remember if he started off from Camp Leapfrog 2 doing it, but he did it for a very, very long time. So I'm wondering when it starts. No, he goes for a clothesline to start. There it is. There's the kick. Does not connect. All right. So he didn't start with the kick, but he does. It's a second move. All right. Adam Guff is the referee here, who is the head official of GCW currently. So, and he looks great in all stripes. Oh, using the bottom rope bulldog.
Yo,
he caught it.
That catch though.
Great catch. I believe that's Matt Mikowski. Or yeah, no, that's Travis Huckabee, I think, out there. Thank you, Hunter. Appreciate that. So it's fun that the camera shot is essentially the house, because later on in Camp Leapfrog we move the hard cam looking towards the other direction. So where hard cam is now, later on will become the backdrop of Camp Leapfrog, and Pancakes is our camera operator on the one side, which will obviously change as well in the future. So production take a little bit of a change as Camp Leapfrog goes. So now Camp Leapfrog does do lucha tag rules. So once someone leaves the bottom rope, the next person is legal to join the fray. So Devontae is the legal man. This is lucha tag rules, which I love, because you don't also always have to make the tag to get your to get a break. You can just go under the bottom rope and the next person's legal. So it adds another element of keeping your opponent in between the ropes, because they can just scoot out the bottom and become legal. The mush. Great word. Oof. We're also still learning how to edit very hard at this point at Camp Leapfrog 2. It was a learning experience from a wrestling and a production standpoint. Kai McKenna right there. Kai McKenna. Ooh, great wheelbarrow tag is up. Oh, Jesus Christ.
No,
That looked awful.
I didn't like that.
Yikes. Not awful as it looked bad. It looked like it hurt a lot.
Very hurtful.
Yeah. Nice. Awesome, man. Well, if you want to join along and watch with us, is High Tension, if you're watching, the guy in the red flannel in the front row, is that Vinny the Barber? Is that him hanging out in the front there? I love watching the crowd. It's fun to see who always showed up at each taping. But that looks like Vinny the Barber. You know who's in the safety vest? That is Max Zero.
All I see is face.
That is Max Zero in a mask. Was still wearing a mask on a mask. But that becomes what we now know as handsome Max Zero. Oh. No, that's not Vinny the Barber. Interesting. It looks like him in the flannel. That gentleman over here with the long hair and the purple shirt and the Macho Man shirt, that is Abs with long hair. I love Devontae. He's such a monster. Also a Washington fan, so shout out to him. Commanders fan. The head buster. Oh, Devontae's hulking up. Can they go back-to-back wins at Camp Leapfrog? Opening matches? Bro, that was a deadlift. He's still holding.
2 people.
Yeah, still holding them. Double neck breaker by Jetchikori. Yo, Devontae is an animal. Jesus Christ. Before he teamed up with Stan Styles? Devontae teamed up with Stan Styles? Oh, Abs. Yes, Abs. You'll see Abs later on in the show. Like I said, if you guys want to tune in, just let me know in the chat where you are, or if you want to tune in, I'll tell you exactly the time marker we're at. I can't stop it because then it'll ruin the watch along if anybody else is here from the beginning. But we will get you caught up if you need to know where we're at. And I could put it on the screen, but I want people to go and watch the live watch along over at the High Tension side as well, because we're gonna try to help them hit their watch hours. They're super close to their watch hours. So anyone who's willing to go over on YouTube and turn it on and watch, that would be amazing, because we're trying to help High Tension grow, and they're really close to their monetization. So let's help them get those watch hours. Covers up, 2, double drop kick. Oh, Raz is watching along. Love that. So remember the first Camp Leapfrog where they tried to film at nighttime and it was too hard to see? Notice they built some lights there at Camp Leapfrog in the background. So we do have lights now at Camp Leapfrog at second episode in. Love to see it. The growth of Camp Leapfrog right before our eyes. I will say this, not just to try to keep everybody interested, but there is a really cool ending to this show. BP kind of teased a little bit yesterday on the Monday Night Raw watch along, but this has a really cool, exciting ending. Oh, I thought he was going for a Rana at first. I was like, that's fucking crazy. And Oreo Speedwagon gets the W.
They deserved it.
So unfortunately, Oreo Speedwagon is not going to be a tag team for a very long time at Camp Leapfrog. One of these members gets himself a little bit in trouble in the public eye, and they're not really around anymore. Oh, they gotta smell the Kilowatts feet. Oh, and those things are gross. Look at Tony Cini's almost dead smelling them. That is
started walking away at the smell of them.
That is the Blue Meanie Kilowatt. Oh, Alex. Oh, not Devontae's. How dare you, Alex? Midas is grossed out.
Can't see what you're yours?
Mhm.
Your Xbox must be right
Oh.
over whatever you're talking.
Oh, Midas in the corner from the main event. One match in. Guys, I'm super excited. Sam Laterna, who was backstage correspondent for TNA Wrestling for a long time, does a lot at House of Glory. No, that's Brad Rush, not Chuck. He looks like Chuck. Brad Rush.
I'll show you around. I'd love to show you some of the stuff we got, like a party in here.
Oh, Killian.
Moonshine. Anything but the moonshine.
Clean that up. Clean it up.
Who's dancing?
One of your wussy little campers that you can boss around. I'm the star of this picture, Bradley. I'm sure you did. You paid to go here. I don't care. So clean it. Or, go home. Whatever. Never mind this Yahoo. Let me show you some.
This Yahoo. Clean it up. Ref Gina.
With a weapon?
Green Ant is Ant-Man. Yeah, you cannot bring weapons into Camp Leapfrog.
Next.
A tomahawk?
Sword? The 2 swords? How many swords do you need?
A shovel.
What, a shovel? Yeah. You think conservative? Is this everything?
Nunchucks. Tape measure. Oh, compact.
Are you brave enough to put your hands in my bowls?
I know who that is.
Like earwax. Yeah.
Is that an Evil Uno mask?
Or, oh look, it's toxic sludge. And an ant died in it. Oh, it's so sad.
An ant died in it. It's so sad. Crusher. Crusher's very into sensory. Yeah, very. It loves the feel of that stuff.
Crushing.
I love.
them.
Going on here. It looks like you have a good opportunity for travel.
Deshaun Pratt. You'll see him on the podcast soon.
And associated with that travel, there's a big opportunity. Yeah. All right. And actually, I'm seeing a little bit of the color gold. Would that have any significance to you? Yeah. Oh, awesome.
Kaya, real witch. Kaya's a she.
Hold on. Wait, that's not.
Is that the one that was in the first one, Make Your Friendship Bracelet?
Yes, with Deshaun.
Oh, this is really not good. Like the energy's really off. It's really bad vibe.
She had the zaps at the road.
Yes. Yep.
So crazy day.
Kaya is trained by Seth Rollins. She goes to Seth Rollins' school. Deshaun, Ron Voyage. Deshaun also in the garage too. That's crazy. That's Ron Voyage. He was part of the Big Bad Booty Daddies with Trajan Horn.
He's back. Look at the little crescent. What is it? Chinese crest dog. Is he a wizard? Is he a witch?
I think he's Hocus Pocus.
That's what I was thinking. Is that a Winifred Anderson costume?
It looks like it.
No, what's on the top of his head?
Or is it just like a medieval princess or something?
Yeah, I don't know what the thing on the head is. I don't know. I'm lost.
It's a wizard.
A wizard. Okay. Get. Can you hear it now? What's up? Look at Crusher dancing. Leave. Leave. Who's the frog?
What is that filthy thing?
Julian gave it to me.
Is that Gabby Ortiz? I believe that's Gabby Ortiz.
Not to be viewed, duplicated, or destroyed? Exclamation point.
I think the wrestler maybe died like a few years ago.
Oh my gosh. And now what?
Where's Kevin?
For you. Even it. Woo.
Abs.
I've already seen this.
Main event. This is your first main event match. Look at Kayfabe's dead. The Kayfabe 2 song. The conga line. Whatever.
The Illuminati uses Halloween to control us all. Like, for example, all the black cats that you see at Halloween time, they're the ones that are telling the Illuminati, oh, pretend Bigfoot doesn't exist. Bring the dinosaurs back to life. I mean,
Who is that?
this all makes sense.
He's like a conspiracy theory character.
Crazy. I am not crazy.
Is he a wrestler?
Yes.
And get this, hold on, get this. That's quick. He was dead the entire time.
I don't know who's in the Jason mask.
No. Great idea.
Oh.
Yeah, no. Okay. It's the year 2020. You're stupid and you are ugly. No.
Are you okay?
Destroyed that abomination to reveal another masterpiece created by myself. The artist's blank. Look at the symmetry.
Who do you think you are, making fun of someone as nice as Alex? Do you think that that's very nice? Did you react in the same manner that the other people did by being nice? You are not a nice person.
You know what? I'm sick of this. I'm sick of being pushed around. You, me, pumpkin patch deathmatch.
Oh, pumpkin patch death match.
And the pumpkin's dope freak.
So I do have a little piece of Camp Leapfrog history. I have the participation trophy. Unfortunately, that's no longer a thing anymore, but here it is. Blank is so goddamn good. Just recently retired from pro wrestling from the DC area. Insanely good. Insanely good. Saber Dorado going to be our referee here on this one. The participation trophy has been broken. If you lose the match, you keep the trophy. And this is something that has plagued Abs his entire career, and he just recently ended it.
It's not abs anymore.
Stabs.
Stabs.
That was just for a one-night thing. Stabs was a one-night thing. So we did talk about this match a little on the podcast with Abs. Abs takes a shot here from something, and it hurt a lot. He said, let's see if you can find it.
So please write to him for any of your nutritional training needs. He's got all the answers to all of your questions. And let's face it, who wouldn't want to look like that? He's accompanied by the lovely, beautiful Miss Sarah.
No, we're not doing NXT tonight. We're doing the watch along for Camp Leapfrog. So if you were watching along, thank you. If you're not, you can always join in and hang out with us. But we will be doing the Camp Leapfrog watch along tonight, and then we'll be back tomorrow for Dynamite. What's that? Talking on the microphone.
With the cross.
With the X on his chest?
Yeah.
I believe that's Matt Mikowski.
Oh, okay.
It's hard to tell. The first couple Camp Leapfrogs, obviously, everybody's in masks for the pandemic, and then later on, when vaccines became a thing, because I don't think vaccinations were a thing at this point in time, and it essentially came down to your preference if you wanted to wear the mask or not, or if you took a temperature check or anything like that, you were able to not wear that. There was a lot of protocols that you had to go through, but. No, Mick. The if you want to watch along, it's in the link below, and you can tell, and we'll tell you what marker to go to. Oh, the stomach grab. There's Abby in the corner over there. You'll find more. Abby was a referee in the first one.
I feel like it's great that you're pointing people out to people in the audience, but 90% of the people that you say, I'm just like, I'm listening to you say it. I'm just watching what's going on because you're just saying names that I don't know.
So the fun fact, the people in the back, like at the table back there, like they're like Camp Leapfrog legit would order pizzas and they would make burgers and hot dogs. So like people legit back there eating and just enjoying themselves. Like it was there, and we would rotate on who would go to the ring. It was a bone decoration. But it was very much like it was an all-day event, sometimes 2-day event filming, and there was food provided. Like it was a wild moment. Like this obviously one, nobody swam or nothing, but in the summertime, man, you'd look in the back and people are like, the reason we moved the hard cam so it wasn't looking at the house is because that was kind of like this chill station. So at sometimes people were in the pool swimming and people are wrestling, and there's people in the pool, there's people eating, there's people hanging out. It was wild. It was a wild time. I'm not in this one, Mick. I don't come until another 2 or 3 more filmings. Oh, that was the gourd. But it was just a really cool time in my, like, this is where I got a lot of my reps and comment, like in just production side of things. Like this is what taught me how to do a lot, like how to film and edit and set up cameras and learn how to adjust cameras and work with cameras, because you would start in the middle of the day and then halfway through the lights would change or the sun would go down. There was a lot of variables, and it was a great learning experience for not just being a wrestler, but being new to production, new to commentary, because at this time too, commentary is not done live. They would film everything and then somebody's doing commentary in post.
That's done in post.
This is in post.
Doesn't sound like it's in post. That sounds like it's over a megaphone out there.
Yeah. So you'll actually see as we go, like, and this is not me like putting myself over or anything, but you'll see where the cameras change, or where I brought a lot of my stuff in and brought it to the production team, and it changed a lot. It changed the way it was done. At this point in time too, there's where high tension, I actually helped. I was going to other shows and seeing other teams' productions, and I would take notes and I would ask questions, and I would be like, hey, how do you guys do this, this, and this? And then we learned how to get like a mixing board. So we were able to cut and do shots around the matches while it's going on as well, which was a lot of fun. Like we really, like, high tension as a brand really grew and learned how to do a lot and go forward based on this Camp LEAPFROG. Ouch. Good blending of the post commentary, though. It sounds like it's live commentary. There you go. Leon the King, what's going on, bud? We are watching Camp LEAPFROG. It is a free thing on YouTube. If you want to watch along with us and see what I'm talking about and watch some matches, it is 100% free. Just go on the YouTube link in the bottom. Let me know when you're ready, and I'll give you the time marker that we're at, and you can watch along with us. We're currently 2 matches in, but it's a different style of wrestling. So this is story-based. It's very Camp Anawana, camp based wrestling show during the pandemic.
It actually was like a camp from what you're describing, like a day camp. So
yeah, it was a day camp. There is points where we would love to, or they would love to bring. Oh, it doesn't hurt Abs. Look how good Abs' hair is, though. He had really nice hair.
He still does. It's a little shorter now, but very luscious.
Yeah, he had very, very voluminous, thick hair. And a lot of these people, like, this is Abs's really, like, this is the brand that really Abs got a lot of work in. A lot of people were, some of these people are veterans from Chikara who are very well known. Some of these people were about to make Chikara debuts or start being really, really utilized in Chikara, and Chikara ended, so they didn't know where to go. So Camp LEAPFROG was their launching point. Like, I believe like a Devontae's was in that boat. Oh. Do I remember when I first started Tornado Tag in 2022? I do. I do very, very much remember it. Actually, it's one of the first times a wrestler wears one of my t-shirts is at Camp LEAPFROG.
It was in the first episode.
Nope.
This one.
No, there was no Tornado Tag.
Oh, not a Tornado Tag.
No.
An ABJ shirt.
Was there an ABJ shirt?
I thought so.
I don't think so.
I remember you pointing one out to me.
Oh, candy corn, you sick bastard.
It might have been this one.
Thank you so much for the follow, Nasty Leroy over on Twitch. Like I said, if you guys want to watch along, just let me know. The link is below so you guys can follow along. And I could give you a time marker if you want to watch along with us. Oh, nobody home on the candy corn. Oh. Oh, that's disgusting.
That's not part of the better body system.
You can't give him sweets. The guy's never had a sweet in his life. Look at those abs.
Oh no.
Yep, already broke. Blink. Pumpkin moved. He punched him in the head. Oh, and blank. So I believe the backstory. I'm still going back and rewatching Chikara and learning stuff about certain people, but blank is someone who was forced to wear a mask. And his punishment. Oh, here it is, the debut. The spoiler. You've met the spoiler. And this is where Abs is crowned the participation trophy. The shot of it supposed to be on his belly. I love that. So this was filmed pandemic-ish, and Abs just lost the participation trophy last year.
Right.
That's how long he had it.
Well, I mean, technically, he didn't lose it.
He won it. He won by.
He
He lost. He lost it by winning.
He said, "Yeah. There you go."
Yes. Who is better looking, Anthony Blackwell Jr. or Tantalizing Tony? Is that even a real question?
It's me.
Is that even a real question?
It's me.
Get rid of it. Get rid of it. Get rid of it. No, I don't want this thing. You take it.
There's the Maestro and there's Kilowatt. Jackie making an appearance. She was sitting behind Rhonda. So this song is created by the Maestro. I love Big Calyx.
The wrestling's most people they'll be tough to dispatch. I told you first, having monsters lurk during Halloween. Yes, it has to be work. But then I look closer at some of their features, and I see what we have are all shoot creatures.
Are all shoot creatures. You know these guys. Oh no, that's Erica Lee. She's a member of the Outrunners. You'll know too the other two monsters. You know these guys.
I do.
Tyrant and Grey Wolf. Are
No, Tyrant is the name
the
of
Tyrant? Yeah, it's
that
Tyrant.
team.
Yeah, Grey Wolf and
Grey Wolf and oh my gosh. Werewolf? No,
Grey
no.
Wolf. Grey Wolf and
It's something Creed. Wolf something. This is gonna get me.
who's this? I don't know who this Scarecrow is.
Wolf Creed and Grey Wolf Raventhorn. I got it. My brain just took a little minute. You heard me?
Yeah.
I'll find out who did it. I'll nip that shit in the bud. You hear me? Calm down. Chill.
God, this is like the birth of the goons too. So dumb. I love it. when you spit so many conspiracies and you get one right, somebody play with a Ouija board and probably summon a portal of a bunch of monsters who are trying to take over camp. You're crazy.
I was trying to figure out who the other guy was like dressed up as.
The one that was saying I love this party?
Mhm.
Brother Love. He's an old wrestling guy. It's actually Bruce Pritchard. We said his name a few times in the podcast.
Yeah.
But he had a character named Brother Love that had a real pink face, and he did like
Oh.
Brother Love is actually the first manager of The Undertaker.
Okay.
Yeah. But that's Joe Dabrowski. He's the commentator for MLW. He's a pretty big commentator.
Where's
Yeah.
that
MLW is like another wrestling company that's pretty very, very popular. Oh.
'Cause this is
That's Bones. He's another guy from the ROH scene. He's really, really good. I'm not ROH. House of Glory.
guy on the left.
Yeah.
Who's in the middle?
That's Marcus. I don't know if you met Marcus yet. And then that's Erica Lee. John Pratt with the dance moves.
Yo, but he's doing pretty good though. Okay.
I don't, to this day, Alex, I don't know why you use the "can you dig it." It has nothing to do with Thriller.
Why not?
We're watching Camp Leapfrog, things that go bump in the ring. It is free. It's the links below. If you want to go to the link below, turn it on. Let us know when you're ready. I'll give you a time marker where we're at, and you can continue the watch along with us.
Well, bro, I don't think you should worry about that. And neither should any of y'all.
I have no idea what he said.
He said no one's gonna get hurt.
Oh.
So so when I first seen this, I wasn't a fan of how they did the thing, but essentially what they're trying to do is they put an effect in the corner of the screen, that purple effect, and it just keeps growing and growing to say that the portal is getting bigger.
Right.
They told me about the condomus, like, here, man, here. Who told you? Who told you what? The other campers. Yeah, the other campers. You don't want to go in there, man. That's a whole lot of nonsense. Dark out, dude. You have to see what's going on down there. Pancakes, man. Are you sure you want to go in those ones? What you if you need? I got you, man. I got it. All right, man. Yeah. All right.
You don't want to go in there, man. It's a whole lot of nonsense. I love Trajan. What's going on, Courtney? We're watching things that go bump in the ring. Like I said, if you guys want to join in on the watch along, let us know. The link is below at High Tension Wrestling. Tune in, turn it on. I'll give you the marker that we're at right now, and you can tune in and watch along with us. Matt Makowski and Travis Huckabee.
We would have gotten away with the truth if it wasn't for you meddling kids. Oh, man. You guys should be punished for what you just did.
The cigarette in Trajan's ear.
Last person. Oh, you know how you do that? You know how you settle these things? It's a brother. +4 is a tag. How about a tag screen?
Let's go.
His eyes just like,
So Matt Makowski is a shoot MMA fighter who transitioned from mixed martial arts to professional wrestling. Super talented. Matt Makowski is also the guy in the recent Bloodsport that wrestled Charlie Dempsey in WWE. So Matt Makowski, very well accomplished when it comes to mixed martial arts and really making a name for himself on the independent wrestling scene. This dude's an absolute killer. And Travis Huckabee is the guy that hit me in the chest at the last High Tension show. Every time I see him, it hurts still. I still feel it in my chesticles, And they are salt of the earth.
Campers here. Keeping the business in there. The referee, Marty McFly. Also known as Abby Rose. Here comes Pancakes. Along with the big bad booty daddies.
Oh, hello. It is very earnest. It is the earnest of pro wrestling. I will say that. So Camp Leapfrog is very fun, comic-y. It's supposed to be very entertaining, very humorous. It's not taking itself too seriously. Like I said, it's during the pandemic, so during this time, a lot of these wrestlers had nowhere to work, nowhere to go, nowhere to do anything. That is not SWA Pancakes. That is a different Pancakes. Yes, I did interview Matt Makowski. I did, yes. I interviewed him when he was just about to make his comeback. So Matt was on a pretty big trajectory to make some big waves, and unfortunately blew his knee out and had to get surgery, and he was out for quite some time. And as he was making his return, I got an interview with him. For the big bad booty daddies.
You go back about 30 years ago, Rocco Rock, Johnny Grunge, Public Enemy. Doing a little dancing and shaking here at Camp Leapfrog. The big bad booty daddies are about to a bit of the late great tag team. And it looks like Voyage and Huckabee will get things going. And we head back to the future. As the bell sounds, we are underway. And remember, if you want to join the
Trajan's charisma is just unbelievable. I mean, Ron Voyage is a really funny guy too, but Trajan just cracks me the fuck up. Trajan does all the small things that just entertain the shit out of me.
even more to come down throughout the evening. And a little fantastic voyage for Travis Huckabee, but
I'm gonna be honest, I don't know much of Ron Voyage's story. Like, I don't know where he came from, if he's a Northeast guy. Like, I just only really knew him from Camp Leapfrog. Very, very nice guy. I just out besides Camp Leapfrog, I don't know much of him before or out after that. Alex from High Tension was going to be joining us here tonight, but unfortunately he's sick or just sick of me. I don't know. We're still trying to figure that out, but he will be joining us in future watch-alongs, which would be a lot of fun because he can give us some insight on some of these people. And if anyone, maybe in the future, hopefully if these catch on or people enjoy these, we could have some other people who appeared on certain matches send us some stuff to say, or maybe they can come and join us for a match or two. But I'll say this, man, everyone I've ever talked to on the podcast, I know on the podcast we talked a lot about High Tension and we talk a lot about Camp Leapfrog, but I mean, it was just such a special moment in a time where there was so much uncertainty of the pandemic and what was going to be the future of wrestling or the future of this industry or the future of their careers. Like, was this going to stunt and change things? You know what I mean? Like, we never thought people would not be able to go to work. We didn't think people would not be able to gather in public spaces. We didn't know how long it was going to last. We thought it'd be a couple weeks, and then it turned into a month, and then it turned into a year. And we kind of just said, we're going to put wrestling shows on, and these are it. These are the product of those environments. So the reason it wasn't taken so seriously is because the world was too serious at that point in time, and the world was scary, and the world was dark. And the best way that everyone kind of learned to cope with it, Trajan's just did a tip up. Like, that guy is unreal. But it was just a time where we needed to have fun, and we needed to laugh, and we needed to just have fun in the world. And Camp Leapfrog was so pivotal for so many people when it came to keeping reps going and keeping wrestling alive and having fun while doing it. And it was it's beautiful. It's beautiful. But this is just episode 2. So everything kind of grows from here when it comes to production, when it comes to storytelling. Like, I know right now you're watching and you're like, I don't get it. I don't understand what they're doing. But these characters will, as this goes on, will grow on you. And you will, I promise, if you stick with these watch-alongs and you keep watching, you will fall in love with this product. It's so much fun. And even if you're not watching live, maybe if you tuned in and you're like, I didn't get it, I didn't catch it from the beginning, I really turn the watch along on and watch along with us at a later date. It's a lot of fun. The Penta move.
As the big bad booty daddies here in a very precarious situation. As to be, no, he's an arm extended, and he drives it right into the back. I don't think he's but he might have compromised the left elbow there of Trajan Horn. There's the cover. And again, another near. I
love Travis. Travis is such a really, I love his style of wrestling and the way he does things. I don't like how he hits people, though, especially me. Don't like when he does that. I'm not a fan of him hitting me because he scares me. So far, if you are watching along and you are watching with us, what do you think of it so far? Who are some of your favorites? What match is good to you? What do you like or dislike about what you're seeing right now? Interact in the chat. Keep the chat flying for us. I just realized that they
Is he wearing a Team Rocket shirt?
He is wearing a Team Rocket shirt. Yep.
I didn't see anybody that was like Ash or anything. I was just wondering.
And there used to also be things that we'd film that we're not watching on here, but they are available. But before every Camp Leapfrog, so this would air on IWTV, and we would say, hey, live at 7 o'clock on IWTV. This at the time, IWTV it still is a paid for service where you paid and you got a whole bunch of different wrestling. So you would pay IWTV, you were able to watch these, but now they're not behind the paywall. But we would do things on Facebook where we film these things called Open Swim, and they were like the dark matches. But there was a bunch of open swims that are all on YouTube as well of people that, like, once again, are doing amazing things on the independent scene that you probably know if you're watching independent wrestling, who are doing open swim matches, and they're all on YouTube as well on High Tension, to go check them out. But like we would air those on Facebook, for everyone to watch on Facebook, almost like a pre-show. Like, hey, head over to the Facebook, watch the open swim matches, and then we would direct you to go to IWTV. So we were trying to help people make a couple bucks during the pandemic and watch wrestling. But these would be filmed, man. They would be an all-day thing. It was they were long days. And as you can see, there's not much place for shade or coverage of sun. So when you would go there, if you didn't, yeah, you were out in the open. It would be hot. That mat is solid black, so that ring would get super hot. It was tough days, man. It'd be a lot of people would come, and if you didn't dress properly, you would get a lot of sunburn. A lot of sunburn would happen at Camp LEAPFROG. Matt Makowski can hit an arm bar from anywhere. He's unreal. I thought he was going for Trajan pushes him into the corner, but he's on the wrong side of the neighborhood here. I can't tell if in the bottom corner here if that's Brad Rush or if that's Philly Mike Swanson. I don't remember if Philly Mike was at Camp LEAPFROG or not, but if Tony Cheney's there, it's a very high possibility that Philly Mike is with him. My favorite channel, MTV. I don't know. My favorite YouTube channel is, of course, the ABJ podcast channel. Best channel on YouTube. Just nobody knows it yet. Oof, eats a boot. The Big Bad Booty Daddies were super athletic for their size, and they moved so well. Like, they were a fun tag team. You got two top premier athletes in Travis Huckabee and Matt Makowski, and then you have two guys who don't look like they're top athletes, but very, very, very athletic for their size. Look at Makowski. Reverse frog splash. Pier Sixer. Oh. Side fucking backbreaker. Backstabber, yeah. Oh. Into an armbar. He's so good. That's it. God damn, Matt Makowski's so good. You ever see a German suplex in an armbar? Because you just did. That is unreal. I will say that is insanely impressive. That will not be the most impressive armbar out of nowhere you see from Matt Makowski as we keep watching Camp LEAPFROG. That guy is.
Seeing him live was pretty dope too.
Oh, you seen the move where he goes to the top rope armbar? Oh,
Matt Mao.
With Mao, yeah. When he was going to the top, I go, oh, you're ready. It's gonna happen. He's gonna do it here too. He does essentially a top rope Spanish fly, and turns a Spanish fly into an armbar in midair from the top rope. It's unbelievable.
And it looks like pancakes with a big bad booty in the last lap. Has egg all over the face and then the region of salt the earth. As it looks like
I'm not laughing at you, Travis. I don't want to get hit again.
You deserve it, Chance.
Everybody's listening to me because everything I said about the monsters was right. I was right all along. You hear me? I was right all along. Nobody cares. Come here, cameraman. What we need to worry about is this nerve. You act like a wrestler. You look like a monster. Whose side are you on, Violence?
I want his mask.
Violence?
Yeah.
Violence is a very nice guy.
He's got a good.
Oh, shit. This match. All right. All right. Here's a cool little surprise for everybody.
Only surprise if you keep it a surprise.
Who's the frog?
I still don't know, but it's only a surprise if you keep it a surprise.
You're not going to know who it is. I'm going to be honest. But some people in the chat might. Maybe Raz will know this one.
Let's see.
Brother Violence. This is also a big moment. No, so this is actually a pretty cool thing too, because that is the Independent Wrestling World Championship, and at the time, it was Warhorse. So the IWTV champion, which is a belt that is recognized by the PWI, people like Orange Cassidy, Chris Statlander, a lot of big names have held that belt. And this is at Camp Leapfrog, the Independent Wrestling Champion, Warhorse, who is from the Kansas City area, Missouri area, is competing in a backyard in Pennsylvania for high tension wrestling. This is a cool moment for us as a brand and as a company. Warhorse at the time was one of the most red hot guys. He was being sponsored by Slim Jim. He was a big deal. Warhorse will rule your ass, is what he would say. He was very, very popular. But not the only time that maybe this belt is defended at Camp Leapfrog, which is crazy to say. Maybe some AEW names show up at some point in time in the future at Camp Leapfrog. The only way to find out is if you keep watching along with us. But yeah, Violence versus Warhorse here. If you want to watch along with us, let me know if you're in the chat. The link is in there. I will give you the marker that we're at. We're currently at 1 hour and 4 minutes if you want to go to the link and watch with us. But the IWTV World Heavyweight Championship is being defended at Camp Leapfrog in its second episode. He had a very mid match against Jericho. Yes, he did wrestle Chris Jericho. But we have lights now. Violence is wrestling at night, and you can see it a lot better than the first time when it was him and Killian.
There's a series of sledges on the outside of the ring by Violence. All around our
Fun fact, the neighbors of Camp Leapfrog were not fans of these late night matches with people screaming and screaming. It was a giant valley, so sound traveled.
Right.
So people who lived further away would hear us screaming and the ring bumping and
He just took a gravestone to the back.
yeah.
A little 2-on-1 from Warhorse in the bag of bones.
I think there's another gravestone that says something funny, and he goes, "Holy shit, that's really dead." I think it says CZW. I forget what it said. If Alex, you're in the chat, what did that tombstone say? Lily, what happened to Lily? One day she looks normal, the next day she looks goth. This is Lily's natural look, or mostly her look. It's just sometimes she doesn't get herself camera ready.
Home, I don't really feel like doing my makeup all the time, but when I go out and stuff, I do like having my makeup done. But also, it's tornado tag day, and mommy's back on top.
Yep.
Goth girls rule the world.
Post-production would have been an absolute nightmare without lighting. Yes, very much so. Thankfully, I was not part of the production team at this point in time. So I didn't have to worry about that. Here's another cool fun fact. That casket That's right there. During the pandemic, there was a 24-hour stream that GCW did during the pandemic where it raised funds for a lot of things. And during that 24-hour stream, Camp Leapfrog did have a spot on GCW where they did a big 6-man match. But they also had a spot where Leo Rush debuted his spooky character and he came out in a casket. That is the casket that Leo Rush used at that GCW production. It was a Camp Leapfrog casket.
Does Warhorse get frequent concussions?
He wrestles very hard, yes.
Well, not just that, but he has to do freaking headbanging. Constantly he's doing headbanging, and I feel like that can't be good for the brain.
He's wild. He's good too. He
definitely looks very, very good, but I just noticed every time there's a break, that's what he's doing.
And Violence here on the comeback trail, trying to take Warhorse down.
Oh, that I don't give a shit. That sucked.
Yeah, for sure.
So he keeps calling him a bag of bones, but everybody who's around the ring keeps calling the skeleton Boner.
Oh.
So you'll hear everyone start saying Boner.
Oh.
He thought he was giving himself a monster tonight. Instead, he's got Warhorse. And Warhorse here turns him around.
Oh.
With the Ushikubushi.
That's why Blake's amazing. I would have never known the name of that move. If you are watching this and you want to tweet along, you can still use #SpookyLeapfrog. Good sell. Warhorse is a mix between a heavy metal character mixed with Ultimate Warrior mixed with Macho Man Randy Savage.
Okay.
And yes, the person in the T-Rex costume, I'm happy to admit, wore that the entire day. The entire day. They were very, very much about that T-Rex costume. The T-Rex is at Camp Leapfrog quite a lot.
Made a few appearances outside of Camp Leapfrog as well.
Oh. You gotta love when doors are
I
used.
feel like that's not a hollow one. It didn't sound it.
Remember, we're a very low budget. They're a very low budget company at this point in time. There's a lot of wrestlers there. There's a lot of food to feed those wrestlers. There's no crowd to make money off of this.
Okay.
So getting the proper doors and weapons sometimes is not always on the budget.
Oh.
Yeah.
I mean, that's fair.
Well, you made a good assumption that door doesn't look hollow.
It doesn't sound it. It sounds very dense. Which sounds hurtful.
I mean, you can kind of look at it. It's one of my favorite referees here too. I don't think they referee anymore, but man, they were so fucking good.
What does he have around him?
Huh?
Onto Warhorse here. He has all the plunder in the world that breaks that stone. Right on top of the IWGP champion. He finds himself a chair. There's Violence. And another. It's
a cool match though for Violence. He's literally wrestling the independent wrestling. Like, obviously, there's the NWA Championship. That's kind of what the Independent Wrestling Championship was trying to replicate, was the old school NWA title where it traveled around the world, and it was the Independent Wrestling Championship, which is a cool thing. I love the Independent Wrestling Championship as a thing. But Imagine Violence is a guy who essentially is working Grimm's Toy Show and working a lot of places on the Jersey scene. Guy works super, super hard, and he's getting the world champion. He's getting a big time match right here, courtesy of Camp Leapfrog.
Yo, they both went.
House of Glory in Chicago this Friday. Awesome, man. Awesome. Once I get my funds together, we're going to be doing more live streams and watch-alongs. We will be covering more stuff that you would see on Thriller. We'll be covering more GCW. We'll be covering House of Glory. There's a lot more coming to the channel when it comes to watch-alongs, not just Monday Night Raw and SmackDown and stuff.
Oof.
Just give us time. We have a lot of cool things we want to do when it comes to pro wrestling on this channel. So this is just as a start. We want to cover a lot more independent wrestling and not just what you see on TV. And this is a good start, is the Camp Leapfrog stuff. So if your answer was that door was not very dense.
That's fine.
But it looked good though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Until it stays in the ring too. This is another reason why when tables break or doors break, ring crew gets them out of the ring really quick so they're not visible on TV of like, oh, that was completely hollowed out. Oh, good pile driver.
On to gravestones.
Where's he going? Boner's back. Boner's back. Camp Leapfrog has some decent talent. Yeah, a lot of cool people here. Are you watching along with us live, or if you need to, or you want to watch with us, we do have. I can give you the marker that we're at. You can tune in and hang out with us the rest of the time. There's only a couple more matches left. Warhorse retains the Independent Wrestling Championship. If I was there that day, I would have kept Boner's head. I'm very sentimental with stuff like that. I would have definitely grabbed Boner and kept him. If you notice the yellow thing behind me, that's a kick pad from my first Camp Leapfrog appearance that we'll watch eventually down the road, Frog Sport, which so much fucking fun. Bones is so cool.
What's wrong, Bradley? There's a whole bunch of goons, ghosts, and goblins, Bradley. If Twitter gets a hold of this, they're gonna kiss Bradley. Oh, Bradley. You're gonna stay there for another 2 months, Bradley.
If Twitter gets a hold of this, they're gonna be pissed.
Penicillin?
Put some water on it. So Cajun Crawdad has been bit by a zombie. Oh no.
Really screwed this up this time.
No.
Kill you make you do what? Sam, I knew it. I knew all along that horses ass kill you. Open the portal of hell. In my damn
Killian is just doing things. I can't believe Frog.
like right here. Or we should probably put outside.
It's insane. So you guys watch this video, right? And you see the Killian storyline.
Typically, all that would do would make the port stronger. The portal even larger. She knocked off the invitation Ouija board because it went quicker than a campfire monster. We forget there's still a host of monsters who already made it through the portal to deal with. 20,000 woods yet.
So good. But when you see the way the production grows at this, it's unbelievable. They look great. Runway looks good. Always fashion, top fashion picks. Oh, the Jason mask is spoiler. Okay.
Kind of sick.
What do you think?
Oh no.
You see the
What are
body
you
transformation
grateful for,
from
and
Grey
are
Wolf?
you happy? Kittens.
You see how much his body's changed since then? Like, he's jacked, but he like slimmed down. And
I
toned
honestly
up.
think that's probably my favorite 5 questions you've ever done.
Oh, Grey Wolf.
Yeah.
Yeah, Grey Wolf's amazing.
Is that Boomer in the corner?
Yep. Oh, Grey Wolf eliminates the runway.
Out instantly. You're too pretty for this.
Commentary is not amazing on this one. I don't know what's going on. The buffering. But this is a fun one. That's Big Game Leroy, and he would legit wrestle with his switch in the ring. That's a active, real working switch, and he would legit shoot wrestle with it. And I was like, "You're ballsy," because they were like $400 and hard to find. Marcus Schuyler out. That's actually Boomer and Shay in the corner. I have the shirt that Boomer's wearing.
Had.
Well, Weber. Had. No, I have that. Oh, you take it?
Had. Yeah.
You took it? The outfielders?
No, I think it never mind.
Oh, Abs gets eliminated. Yes, cameraman is in the ring right now. That's So back in the day, AEW,
that is.
Yeah, it's really cool. Bones is a cool looking character.
Yeah.
But back in the day when Private Party was doing stuff on AEW a lot, they would do these old skits where they were like doing stuff at houses. Bones and Big Game Leroy and stuff had appearances on AEW in the very, very early days. I don't know if it was a Being Elite skit or if they were actually on Cajun Crawdad has just been zombified.
Oof.
They're so good. That out goes great. Whoa. They all eliminate themselves. Shay gets caught at the top. So this was Deshaun's old Chikara gimmick.
Okay.
And there's Big Calyx.
We got to give him a welcome back chant.
Big Calyx?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I love Big Calyx. Just recently said taking bookings again in 2025, which is very exciting. I'm a big Calyx fan. You met Big Calyx outside of the mask, and boy, is he a completely different human. Even like the way they talk is so different. So sweet. So during the open swim, Ryan Mooney lost a match where he had to wear a chicken suit. So this is why he's wearing the chicken suit. It was during the open swim.
Okay.
Very reminiscent of the old school Bobby Heenan, where he had to wear a weasel suit. So that's kind of a tribute of an old school wrestling thing. But that's why Ryan Mooney is wearing it. It's not just like Halloween thing. It was the gimmick. If you lost, you had to wear the chicken suit.
Gotcha.
Wait, is Marcus in? Yeah, that's 100% Philly, Mike. But Marcus shouldn't be in the ring.
I don't know what you're talking about. Where's Philly?
In the American flag pants.
Oh. No.
This is the death of Cajun Crawdad.
Music added on this. That's so upsetting.
Wait, why is Wayne's World there?
Look at this, man.
Dr. Ethan Wild is a great Garth. Oof. Oh, here comes the big man. I hate that he's up there right now. It comes down to Big Calyx and Max Zero. Two hosses. Who's this big motherfucker? Poop Poop PP, Erica Lee. Crusher, Edith Surreal. Girl power comes and saves the day.
We love that.
Gabby's blowing up on the scene too. She has a lot of up. So Gabby had a moment on AEW where Thunder Rosa picked her up for a slam and her ass was in Thunder Rosa's face. And Thunder Rosa made like a big smile and then slammed her. So Gabby's butt was popular for a while because of Thunder Rosa. I think that's... Is that Ref Gina? Oh, it is Ref Gina, yeah. That's Common MK. You'll see him later on. He's really, really good. Edith becomes the mega star of Camp Leapfrog. So Deshaun was known for being the most, he had the most viral, one of the most viral things in pro wrestling history. It was called the most illegal thing in all of pro wrestling is when a breakdance started and Deshaun Pratt was the guy who snaked and hypnotized the whole locker room, and then a breakdance broke out. It was CZW, and Deshaun's Emmaus character was the one who started that, which is pretty crazy. Up and over, and out goes Crusher.
My girl didn't deserve that.
Down goes Gina. Deshaun, the opening match at Camp Leapfrog, and now he's in the last Rumble here. I don't think that's the last match though. No, there's one more match. I do have to pee quick though, so I'll let you finish this last match. I've seen it.
Well, Kai's still there. She gonna take him out.
There's still hope. Okay, there's still hope. Listen, I'll call off the troops, and by troops I mean like see what happens. Probably our lives. Okay, what?
Okay.
So Michael okay.
I love when Alex uses his special effects. So good. Everyone's being sucked back into the portal under the ring. The Good Witch, Kaya McKenna, gets the Battle Royal win. Oh. All right, our main event. Brad Rush, Killian McMurphy. He's sick of Killian doing all this crazy shit at camp. Oh, there's a bump in this match that's fucking disgusting. The portal's now gone, so you can see the clarity of the cameras back. Brad's good. Like he moves very well. Yeah. I've never personally met Brad. Oh, that bump looked nuts. I love Killian. Killian's going to get a match that you can actually see. Yeah, Brad bumps like a psychopath. Wait till you see this bump that Brad takes here in a moment. I don't know how Killian didn't kill Brad Rush with this.
The scariest thing on Halloween. That was the shooter.
I love Killian. He's so good. Shooter.
Rush with a series of vicious strikes. Oh, it's a burpee. It's for leg whip.
Shoot. Dude, hay bales aren't light. Like, that sucks. How much give do hay bales have?
It depends on how tight they're baled together.
How tight do they look baled?
The square ones are usually baled much tighter than the circular ones. Circular ones have more mass in them, but those ones are basically like bricks.
Yeah, they're bricks. Yeah, they're straw bricks. Not a lot of give, right?
Pretty much, yeah. Unless someone's already started to actually take them apart. But I mean, like at beginning from purchase, it's pretty solid.
Keep that in mind. He hit him right in the forehead with that. That wasn't a gimmick pumpkin. That smashed on his skull. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That did not feel good at all.
Yeah, that thing's still a square.
Yeah, his lower back just got folded in half over a hay bale.
Oof.
Yikes. He's done. You're not going to understand the last reference of the show, but people watching at home, if you're an old school fan of a certain Philadelphia-based company, you'll love this. You'll love the surprise of this show, but Lily won't understand it. But I'll explain to her as it's happening.
I just enjoy what I'm watching.
Yes, but the significance of the last spot, I'll have to explain to you as it's happening. So there was another company during the pandemic called Pizza Party Pro. That was we talked about in the first episode of that was had a lot to do with Camp LEAPFROG, and they did a lot of cool stuff. So there's a lot of collaboration, I think, with Brad. Oh, Killian's tapping, but the ref's down. Can't see it. Oh no. Oh no. They got the numbers game. Big Dust and Miles Millennium. I love Miles. Miles is so goddamn good. He has a cool look too.
I thought he would look different than that.
Miles?
I thought Miles Millennium is the one you said Hawthorne looks like.
No, Miles has like a very he
Who is
like
it that you say Hawthorne looks like?
Oh, I don't know. I'm not sure. I always thought Miles had like a Seth Rollins look a little bit.
No, if it's anything, it's giving Jay White.
What?
I said if anything, it's giving Jay White.
Jay White, I like that too. Miles has an awesome look. I'm a Miles fan. He's a good wrestler too. You're when you see him actually work, you're gonna become a fan. Wait a second. It's 911. So 911 was the guy that would come into an ECW match when everything was going to shit. He would come in, he would choke slam the fuck out of everybody and leave. Look at Dust's sale. Look at Dust's face. Oh, Big Dust gets a 911 choke slam. 911's son wrestles. He's Big fucking Vin. You'll see him later on. If you're an old ECW fan, you love this moment. "911" took the tape and disappeared. Oh, that clothesline is unbelievable. What a fun though. Good moment. 911, Warhorse, two good little cameos for the second ever Camp LEAPFROG. Many more to come when it comes to fun cameos at Camp LEAPFROG. Oh, the big boy. And Killian McMurphy is going to leave as your winner here.
Love that.
Roll around in it. There you go. Tangle yourself in the toilet. What a pro. What a pro. And that's going to be the second episode of Camp Leapfrog. What did you think after watching part 1 to part 2?
I enjoyed it. I think that I'm still trying to figure out who everybody is.
Oh, hold on. So this is supposed to be like a take of like the Elvira, the Bob Thornton, the person narrating the show of Hollow Wicked. I don't know if there's a bonus. Sometimes they put bonus bonus stuff in there.
We'll let it just keep going live while
All
you
right,
talk.
yeah, we'll talk. So what else do you think?
I was saying like I'm still trying to figure out who everybody is. So like as far as like storyline goes, it's also really, I mean this as respectfully as possible. Next time we do one of these, I'm grabbing my headphones and I will play it live from my phone so that I can actually hear what they're saying, because I'm trying to get it, but you're also talking about the history of things at the same time. So I'm like trying to listen to you and basically just watching the match, but not getting any of the storyline over
The
here.
commentary. Yeah, I'm definitely not doing commentary justice, but I also need to talk more.
No,
so
I mean, I get that. I'm again, like I said, not on an upset note, but like, I mean, people who are at home, you can turn up the YouTube and like hear both of you at the same volume. I can barely hear this.
So maybe what we'll do next time is I can do it through StreamYard and record it, because a lot of these won't be live. These watch-alongs, the watch-along that you guys can watch with us will possibly be more podcasts that you guys listen to later. So this is live because BP's not here, but me and Lily are going to do these mostly not on a live setting. So we're going to record these so you guys can go back. Chris Banko's the other referee. I love him to death. But you guys can watch these back later that way. That's probably how we're going to do most of these. But we're doing one live to see how it goes. I only think like 2 people probably watched this whole way through. So if you did, thank you so much. Is there a bonus? Yeah.
There is. Warhorse and 911.
Tony Cheney trained by 911. During the Tony Cheney podcast, maybe you get some inside 911 stories that you'll love coming up. But yeah, match 2. There you go. Match 3, Matt Mikowski, Trajan Horn.
Favorite match?
I really like Violence versus Warhorse. I thought that was a really cool match. I also really enjoyed the tag match between the Big Bad Booty Daddies and Salt of the Earth. Travis.
Yeah, I think that was.
Yeah, that was really, really good too. But yeah,
I'm just glad I got the name right. Whew. Warwolf Creed.
Warwolf Creed. Yeah,
it was Warwolf Creed and Grey Wolf Raventhorn.
Yeah,
Raventhorn.
The tag team we would now call Tyrant.
Yes.
Yeah. But yep, Philly Mike Swanson. He was there. So even if people weren't using the show, if they came and hung out in the crowd, they got a credit in the Anthony Green getting credit for the. There you go. I love how everyone gets credit for their work. Social media, Scott Holiday. Featured footage, Conan the Barbarian, Nosferatu. Good stuff. Maybe one day you'll see ABJ's names in those credits.
Rhonda's in there.
Yep, Rhonda. The funeral home who gave the... There you go, Sinking Spring, Pennsylvania. No monsters were harmed in the making of this film. Love it.
Except for Killian's ego.
Campers will return in Camp Leapfrog Live. Sam Laterna Slumber Party. I will say the production of that one is tough.
Hold on.
Oh yeah, he got hit by an arrow, like a bow and arrow. Right through him. Came out back. Oh, he's super dead. But like, he got turned into a zombie first. So he's like twice dead. Oh yeah, he was on. He missed a lot like calling the match, dude. Get the keys off the court. Probably. Yeah.
Yeah, so Crawdad is dead, unfortunately.
It is. It's think, wrestle, and think, wrestle.
Yeah.
Think.
What? That was banging party. Yo, I haven't seen any of this stuff in years.
This Sean. Yeah, always cool. Like a lot of stuff. If you were a fan of the older stuff, the Shakara days and everything, you will get a lot of cool
Yo, what
Callback.
is Barney looking like these days?
yeah, YouTube just put a Barney the dinosaur and he is completely
He's looking like a
animated.
lizard, man. Like,
Yeah.
I don't. Anyway,
Yeah, but there's a
Unrelated.
lot of great stuff on there if you guys want to go check out previous stuff, or you can wait. Oh, there's a little Cybernetico tribute. There's Masha, Big Dan champion. Cool moments. But we have more Camp Leapfrog coming to you. We will be doing these pre-recorded, and then you guys can watch with us, and then you guys can, we'll do it probably that way going in the future. But just another way to make some content for you guys. Thank you so much for hanging out and watching this with us. Or if you watch back later, please, I hope you guys did that. Let us know in the comments what you thought of it, what your favorite match was. But that's going to do it here for us, a Tornado Tag. Thank you guys for hanging out with us. We're going to go eat. This is my second podcast in a row. I just did an interview and then we're back, but we have a lot more coming to you. A unboxing video dropping tomorrow. You can see where I got this shirt. Outrunners. We'll see you guys next time. Outrunners are with Erica Lealot, who you've seen, who was a werewolf in this episode. So a lot of cool Camp Leapfrog people getting opportunities later on in wrestling, and you can see some of their humble beginnings here making really fun content with us. But we're going to probably record some more. Maybe we eat. And then, no, you don't want to watch something.
I have an entire bedroom that has all of the clothes in the closet,
Okay.
not in the closet.
Okay, so we're not going to do anything tonight, but we
today.
will probably record. Like I said, we're
Maybe
we're
tomorrow.
working weekends where we need things to do, so we're going to record a bunch more so you guys can see
Sure.
them. But it will be bonus content. If you hit the membership button on the YouTube channel, it costs $5 to be a member. You will probably get them before everybody else. So we're going to make a lot of content that will air later, but you guys will get early because you're memberships. If you are a member of the channel, there's a ton of interviews that you're going to see. I'm actually going to drop another one tonight. I just did an interview with Martin Hughes that will drop tonight for you guys that you won't see if you're not a member until March. That's how far ahead in content we are. There's beer reviews dropping. There's going to be live watch-alongs that you're going to watch with us that are come out later. So if you're a member to the channel, you're going to get a lot of content before everybody else. But that's going to do it for us. Thank you so much for Tornado Tag hanging out. We'll be back for our regular scheduled program next week with BP Burke as we do the WCW Cruiserweight Championship, and then we're going to end the month with Royal Rumble 2000. Maybe we do Royal Rumble 2000 as a watch-along. I'll talk to BP. Maybe that's the way we do it. We watch the Royal Rumble, and we talk about it as we're going. It's a little
I don't
longer.
hate that. I feel like that's.
You want to do it that way?
I feel like I'd like it that way.
I do too. I think watching it and
Because, like,
talking is
yeah.
fun. I'll talk to BP. Maybe that's the way we do the last one of the month is we do a watch-along of Royal Rumble 2000. I like that. All right. That'll do it for us. We'll see you guys next time. Thank you to Ruta Entertainment. Thank you to High Tension Wrestling for once again for making Camp Leapfrog. And I can't wait to relive some of this history with you guys, watching old school stuff. And we're gonna do the whole Camp Leapfrog diary. Maybe we'll do some High Tension shows as well. But we're down for other stuff. I know on Thursday next week. Yes, Thursday of next week. I think we're gonna be doing a High Tension. We're gonna be doing a PPW watch along with BP. So that'll be coming up very, very soon as well. I think it might be this.
But that's this Thursday.
It might, yeah. I think he might said this Thursday, but we might have to push that off to another Thursday. But we're gonna do some PPW watch along. If there's a wrestling company you want us to watch, put it in the comments, and we'll do a watch along and film it and put it up later, and then it'll air at a later time. Or if you become a member, let us know if you're a member and you want to see some other content. We'll be posting all that stuff soon. So there are a lot more watch alongs, but like I said, the best way to see them early is the membership program. So subscribe to the channel, watch along. We have a lot of cool stuff you'll see, but we'll do some watch alongs with. That'll do it for us. We'll see you guys next time. We're out of here.